Becoming a moderator in this NFT space is probably the best way to jumpstart your career, and I'll explain why in 3 segments of this video. I'll be going over what is a moderator, what do we do, how you can get started if you have no experience, and tips and tricks from my own end on how I got started in my own journey. All right, stay tuned for that. So in this NFT space, I'm sure everyone is familiar with, this different type of, I wouldn't call it a hierarchy, but more so of there are roles and positions in this NFT space, very similar to how it is in Web 2 and in an overall company. So, you have the employees, you have managers, you have the head of managers, you have CEOs and whatnot. So very similar to what it's like in this NFT space, you do have those levels of positions. For me, how I describe what is exactly a moderator, I like to describe ourselves as the simple employees in a business, right? There are multiple variations of what you can be doing as a moderator. So I know that there's community managers, there's collab managers, the event managers, right? So moderators kind of have different tiers at the same time. But to simply keep it simple for this video, moderators, I like to describe them as the employees in this company. So a common question that I've been getting a lot is, how do I get started on a mod position if I have no experience in this space? And, one thing that I've stuck true to, and this is a strategy that I rely on almost every time I want to become a mod in any project, and that strategy is relying on the sole purpose of making friends within that Discord and focusing on networking, right? And the reason why I say this is because, when you do apply as a mod in these projects and whatnot, your competition in terms of people who are also applying, you might be going against people who have, X amount of projects that they moderated for, and it's just too high of a caliber that they have over you versus, a person that has no experience, right? So what is the best way to counter this and the best way to go about this, right? So for example, again, I'm now an official mod in Tasty Bones, but before I became a mod for Tasty Bones, one thing that I've stuck true to was just making friends in the Discord first, right? So when you do this, you just familiarize yourself with other people that are just as active as you, and in that process you end up becoming friends with these people, right? So as you repeat this process and you multiply your networks and your friends within that community, it's almost like you can establish a name for yourself as you're active in that community. And what this does is, moderators or head mods or people that are active in that Discord as well, they start to realize or recognize that whatever your username is, that whenever they see you pop up in these Discords, they're like, oh hey, it's this person again, or like, hey, I recognize this person. And to me, that is the best way of how to catch a mod's attention, is simply because of how active you are within their Discord community. And as a mod, one thing I very appreciate are the members that are consistently active, and sometimes these members, they don't even have the intention of becoming a mod for the project. It's more so of they just really love being in the community. However, if that person had the intention of becoming a mod for that project, if there ever came a point where we were looking for mods or we were hiring mods, that would be a person of interest that would first come to mind, is the person who is consistently active in our Discord, right? So what is the whole point of me sharing this? The people who have higher experience or a higher portfolio than you, versus someone who doesn't have any experience but is extremely active within the Discord, honestly, my gut would tell me, to go for the person that is extremely active in our community. Because one, yes, a person can have a higher portfolio and a bigger portfolio than you, but if they're not as active as that person is who has no experience, then it's almost like, what is the whole point of having that portfolio if you can back it up with actions, right? So that's the whole point of the strategy, is you make yourself known within that community by building your brand and your name at first, right? And after you do that, it's more so the point of, if you are interested in becoming a mod for that project, that's the best time to reach out, is when the mods or people in general, that whenever you hop in the Discord, they know your name, they recognize you, right? So that to me is how to get ahead of people who have experience over you, is to simply establish a name for yourself within the Discord, and then after that, that is your leverage to apply as a mod for that project. So again, building a portfolio is probably the first tip that I recommend everyone to get into. And you can do this by really just starting in small projects. Start with small projects that have like 30 to 50k followers, and if you're lucky enough to get into their Discord, or if their Discord is public, look for that mod application channel. And if there's nothing, 9 times out of 10 in these Discords, there is a ticket support. There's like a ticket support system channel, and you can open these tickets and just simply ask like, hey, are you guys looking for mods at the moment, or etc, right? So first tip, get that portfolio going. Second one is you need to really just have a passion for connecting with people in this space. And I am not gonna lie and say that moderating is easy, because sometimes it isn't. And the reason why I say that is because it requires a lot of social energy out of you, and sometimes that social battery that you have within ourselves, it can be easily drained, especially if you're a person that is in there at least 4 to 6 hours a day. For myself, I almost think I spend a lot of my time now in these Discords just talking to people, and I feel like that's just what I'm passionate about, though, and that's why I clock in that X amount of hours, just because I really love my position and I love what I do in this NFT space. So have a passion for moderating first. Do not get into moderating because it's an easy access pass to get into these projects, or you want the money. Yes, obviously we all want to get paid. Yes, I want to get paid, but at the same time, to really last the long term of this NFT space, is you got to have the passion and drive to go the long route, right? So second tip, have the passion to moderate. So if you made it to the very end of this video, below in the description I have my own free mod application template, and in this template, it's a Google Doc, it's completely free. It's my own application that I use for a project that I applied to back in the day, and it's what got me into the project, right? So I want to share this with you guys, and I know that sometimes constructing your own mod application, it's very hard. Sometimes you really don't know what to say, so feel free to use this template and just edit according to your own project and according to your own likings. And yeah, guys, again, this is my very first NFT video, and I want to be consistent with these type of videos, and I want to be able to be pushing educational content and just teach others about this NFT space and why I truly believe it's going to be the next big thing. And yeah, guys, so to keep it short, my name is Bawsa again. Thank you guys for tuning in, and follow me on all my socials. I'll have it all listed around this video at one point, but I'll definitely see you guys at the next one. All right, peace out.